Before there was the fabulous Beekman Boys, and before there was Martha Stewart, and before there was Hints from Heloise, there was Miss Leslie. Between her first book in 1828, 75 Receipts for Pastry, Cakes, and Sweetmeats, and her death in 1858, leaving behind an unfinished biography of Don Filch, the steamship inventor, she wrote many cookbooks, uncountable number of short stories, a girl's book, a house book, and a behavior book, produced several gift books of short stories, as well as in 1843 editing her own magazine, Miss Leslie's, with fashion plates, stories, and advice, a predecessor of Godey's magazine. Mental Floss called Miss Leslie, or Eliza Leslie, the most influential cookbook writer of the 19th century. They say historians have argued that Leslie was successful because she crafted recipes to appeal to the young country's desire for upward mobility, as well as a uniquely American identity. They also say she was the first to, sometimes, organize recipes by including ingredients at the beginning of each recipe instead of narrative tone, similar to how we're used to modern recipes. Thought.com and cupcake bakers around the world credit Miss Leslie for coining the word cupcake, not because she was the first to bake a cake in a cup. That credit goes to Amelia Simmons, but because in her cupcake recipe she used a cup to measure the ingredients. This was unlike other recipes at the time that either didn't give any measurements at all or gave the measurements in weight. Reviews during Eliza's lifetime were often glowing. Her tales are a perfect stereotype of real life. No writer of fiction in our country has ever had a wider or more interesting circle of readings, Professor Hart's Female Prose Writers of America, or Miss Leslie has quick observation, retentive memory, and a sprightly fancy, and a persevering mind. She has also the great merit of being free from affectation. Her purpose is always to be useful, to correct faults, expose follies, and wage war with what is perverse and contemptible. Mrs. Hale's Woman's Board. Eliza Leslie's prolific book writing between the 1830s and the late 1850s means that several generations of women grew up reading her remarks upon life, cooking, and household management. Even today, many readers find her writing approachable and entertaining. Best of all, most of her books are available for free online on Google Books, HearthTrust, Archive.com, etc. And there are reprints available on Amazon. I hope you enjoy learning more about what Miss Leslie says.